It was around the year 1880. Umacharan Mukhopadhyay, a pharmacist working in Munger, Bihar, had a deep quest about his own evolution, wanted to explore the mysteries of the human life, and was deeply interested to know about the rebirth. As if, do we have a past life? And at the same time, do we have a life in the times to come? Holding that quest, he expressed that to his known ones and was informed that if you really want the true answers to this mystery, then there resides an exalted saint at the banks of Kashi, Varanasi, by the name Mahatma Telanga Swami. He was recommended to visit Mahatma Telanga Swami Maharaj in order to satiate his deep quest to know about his past life, present life, future, and other mysteries about the human life. He arranged for himself an accommodation at Varanasi through a known reference, and then he proceeded. When he arrived at Kashi, then his foremost priority was to find that great exalted master, Mahatma Telanga Swamiji Maharaj, also known as Kankhwale Baba, and also known as someone who could hold the breath for hours, Kumbhak Santa, who could retain the breath beneath the water for hours and hours together. He approached him. There were people sitting in front of him, talking with him upon different subjects of their own life. He was guiding them all. The naked sant, the saint, was very tall, healthy. Umacharan stood beside a pillar in a corner with the quest in his mind, waiting for the opportunity that the exalted master would learn by himself what is ongoing in the mind of Umacharan and shall call him to resolve his deepest quest. But to his dismay, the exalted master asked him to leave after some time. He left. Then he appeared again on the following day, holding the same deep quest in his own mind and waiting for the opportunity that the exalted master would call him, address him, and then resolve his deep quest. But again, the master asked him to leave even on the following day. And it continued day after another. For 14 days, he was asked to leave after a passage of time, until a moment arrived that the master called him and gave him a small task to perform. A task was given to him. He performed it very well. He was also asked to translate few shlokas into Bengali and then finally translate them. He did that. Master was pleased by that, but yet the master did not resolve his quest. With deep pain, again he reappeared on the 15th day, and master again noticed him, called him, and asked him to sit beside. Master addressed him directly. Umacharan, do you think that all those ancient masters, the Siddhas, they would pronounce certain facts without any basis? Do you think that whatever they have pronounced, mentioned, reiterated, are the facts of fallacy? Do you think so? It was a one-sided dialogue. Umacharan could not speak anything, was just an observer. Master continued, look, Umacharan, whatever they have said, is a fact and the act of the nature. We all have past lives. The present is known to you, and we also have a future life till one emancipates. Moksha. You too had a past life. The immediate one beholds the truth of all of your lives. And it is not very difficult to know about that. Uma Charan was a bit astonished to hear that it's not difficult for anyone to learn about one's past life. Because that was the pain of Uma Charan, to know about his own past life and future. The master then continued, see, Uma Charan, whatever you experience through your different acts in any life, that permeates into your own subtle and causal existence. The entire atomic constitution of our subtle and causal body is born with all those memories, all those experiences that we give to ourselves in any life by way of different acts that we perform, thoughtful or unknowing, both. Hence, Uma Charan, one can easily find out what one was. Barring the fact that you may not be able to decipher or unlock or de-encrypt your exact name, exact face, your address, your known ones, who was who, you may not be able to reveal that to yourself. But you can very finally understand that who you were by understanding about your own inner cravings, your own inner propensities. What you hold as your most inner pressing yearnings and cravings are the traits of your own past life. That was you. You experienced various things in your life which have now depicted in this present life to such an extent that even your physical countenance that was there in the past life would also mark its presence, its signals, its indicators in this present life. So, Uma Charan, if you were a pious human in the past life, that unknowingly, without any further direction from external sources, you will be a pious being even in the present life. If you were pressed by any lust, particular lust, then there is no need to confirm from anyone that even in this present life, that element of lust shall impress upon you, and you will be under the spell of that particular lust. Whatever you experience as the deepest craving, deepest yearning, has come to you. Uma Charan, how can you feel, how can you experience this much of difference between one person to another? There is a lot of disparity between people. One is affluent, another is pauper. One is learned, another is ignorant. One is in the deep pain, another one is in great harmony. All this has something to attribute. And those attributions come from the past experiences that you have given to yourself as your own thoughts, through your own deeds, through your own strong observations, the strong holdings. So you can very easily analyze your past life, who you were. And likewise, whatever you seek from this life today, in your deepest desperations that I should have this, I should have had that, believe it, that yes, in the future times to come, in your next life or the life one to follow after that, you are going to experience whatever is your deepest seeking in this present life, beside the outcome of your karma that you are now executing. All your dispensations of the karma are going to fructify in your future life. So, Uma Shankar, there is no mystery to that. Any being with a rational mind, if gives itself adequate time to analyze its own existence, Swadhyay, Swayam ka adhyan, study yourself at your depths, can easily decipher what it was in the past life and what it shall be in the future lives. No one can abscond the outcome of the karma, Uma Charan. No one. Yes, the ultimate objective for any human manifestation is moksha. to emancipate ultimately. But emancipation has to be worked out. It cannot come to you just like that, through your own good deeds, your own good thoughts, your own good observations. You shall make way for yourself for an emancipation in any of the coming lives. So, Umacharan, if you really seek endorsement to my words, then let me tell you, this was your name in your past life. The one who is the most dearest to you as a friend was one of the uncles who had great love with you. Another gentleman with this name who holds a special affection towards you was your father. Your home was in this particular time at this particular place. This was the exact location of your home in the past life. You were fond of these particular shlokas. So those shlokas were also inscribed upon your home. You can go back and check that anytime. And your present home is this. I can give you the exact location of your home right now without visiting it. Right side is the temple, left side is the pond, or whatever. He gave the entire vicinity of that particular area where Umacharan resided in this particular life. So Umacharan was given this lesson and then was asked to stay for some more time and told that you have to now bring a notebook in order to note down the message which you can go and then revise yourself within yourself and work your own way towards your final emancipation. Even if you do not go and study the depth of the scriptures and merely follow my directions, which I am going to pass on to you, Umacharan, emancipation shall be yours. So now, having resolved his deepest pain and craving about the human manifestation, that any life, is it independent without any string which is attached, or is it entangled with any past life? Do we have any future life? That matter was resolved once and forever. And then Umacharan left that abode of the great exalted master with a lot of accomplishment in his mind that yes, I am an outcome of my own past experiences and my acts. And whatever I believe, I hold, I think, I perceive, I seek, I yearn, is going to be my next life besides the acts that I have performed. And I have to experience my prarabdha. The thoughtful, accomplished acts, they become as the hardened fate that we term as the prarabdha. You cannot get relinquished from your prarabdha. One has to experience that, good or bad. So, understanding this fact, the Umacharan of all times, not only the one who was with the master in 1880s, Mahatma Telanga Swami, whose age was recorded to around 268 years, out of which around 86 years were recorded merely in Varanasi, who has a very small temple which was once the residence of one of his great close disciples, now probably a temple where in its small basement he used to stay and perform miracles all around. Wherever he moved, the miracles all around him. So much is recorded officially about him, about his meeting with Swami Ramakrishna Paramahans and many other exalted masters, to such an extent that the Shamacharan Lahadi Mahashay, at the first initiate time, the first moment when he recognized him and made a declaration that something for which the sages have to work for lives together and drop their clothes, this exalted being has acquired that accomplishment in this life as a householder. And from that moment itself, people started recognizing in Kashi who is Shamacharan Lahadi Mahashay. So that was Telanga Swamiji Maharaj. If you happen to visit Kashi anytime, you have to then visit a small abode which is there on the banks of the Kashi. By asking about him, you may have to ask about Telanga Swamiji Maharaj Mandir. You may have to ask about the Kankhwale Baba, because when I visited, I was not able to find his temple. And after explaining about him, the boatman then informed me, are you searching the temple of Kankhwale Baba? Kankh means the armpit. It is believed that he had a shivling, which is right now very well enshrined over there. He used to bring that shivling every day in his armpit, a very heavy one, and give it a bath in the Mother Ganges, and then would go back to the shrine. So he was also then named as Kankhwale Baba. When you visit next time, remember Umacharan, remember Mahatma Telanga Swamiji, and above all, give yourself adequate time to sit beside with yourself in a secluded corner and try to understand what are your deepest cravings, what are your deepest pains, your propensities that you keep on experiencing, despite of the fact that you say to yourself, convey to yourself, bahut ho gaya. Why do I come under the spell of this particular kind of a lust, craving? Why? Why do I indulge into affairs that take me backward, where my indulgence compromises my own inner evolution? If I have an ignition within myself, if it has ignited the spiritual quest to unravel and know more about myself, then what holds me? Make a list of them, then you will find out that they are nothing but they are carry forwards from the past life. And you also have to then think, what all do you expect to be with you, to happen with you in the times to come, for which you may not hold the status today, and for which you feel and observe that the conditions are not apt in this life that you shall ever be able to accomplish that. That is something which probably is the destiny for you in the times to come as the future life. One scripts one's own destiny, and there is no doubt about that. We will our destiny. We script our destiny by our own continuous repeated cravings, by our own seekings. We script our destiny. We script our destiny by the acts that we perform, by the perceptions that we hold, by all the ongoings that transpire within our own mind. We script our own destiny. So that way, there may be or may not be a need felt in you to know about your past life or past life regression. Well, I do not have much information about that. I do not have adequate information to pass on. But what I know, I believe, firmly believe, and I practice, and I also teach is the way Mahatma Telanga Swami had deciphered, de-encrypted the past life for Umacharan. I placed myself as an Umacharan and then try to understand about my own existence, my own inner holdings, cravings. And that way, I reveal to myself, and I also reveal to myself my present score of evolution. To what extent have I been able to evolve in this life? Has there been true work done at the depths of my existence? Or it's merely just a dispensation of a day routine happening through different executing the responsibilities of this present life? Has the true work been dispensed or not? That scorecard is then revealed to me by itself. I don't need any other external mode to reveal to me what I was, I am, and I shall be. I can know all because it's there within me, the all. Because aham brahmasmi, if the fact is true, it is true, then that microcosmic Brahma into me at the moment should be able to reveal to me, even under this ignorance, about all that I bear, I am, and I shall be. Having said that, more to come in the next recordings. Here, from the banks of the Ganges, Uttarkashi, under the realms of Himalayas, on the laps of the Mother Ganges, with nothing else but mere the sound of Ganges, the roaring sound of Ganges, the beautiful melody, it prevails. The surrounds are charged. Feel like submerging into its silence. Nothing else to say. ओम ही सत्य है. ओम ही सत्य है. ओम ही सत्य है।